There was no music? Or did the music stop? Oh no, okay, just YouTube that didn't play it. Okay, that's normal. Anyway, here we are. If it's working. I didn't even check. Why? Everything okay. Now it's really
Hi.
yeah, no music, it's very
Gross.
like that it's better. Okay, but now it's too loud.
Hi guys.
Okay. Indeed, it was a bit too serious. All of a sudden, no music at all, just talking.
Hi guys. You know what I was telling Nicola just before we started? I said I'm so nervous all of a sudden. I haven't felt nervous before a stream in like forever, since the beginning. All of a sudden I have like butterflies. Like, wow, I'm so excited.
It's the effect of the stream. That's the effect of the chat. It's thanks to you. Hello everyone.
Hi guys.
Welcome. Yeah, I am scary. I'm very scary. I'm threatening.
I get nervous every time I see his face.
Oh yeah. As you should. And as all of you should.
As you should.
You should all be scared of me. I'm terrifying. So, today. I mean, it's in the title, but it's gonna be a bit more than what we just put in the title. Obviously, today we're gonna talk about something new that we never mentioned. I mean, we mentioned it very briefly, but we never talk about it. It's the lightweight PLA. But on top of that, we're gonna talk globally about how to make a print lighter and the impact of light print on your print. Like,
I'm very excited because Nicola has gotten to play around with the filament. I have not, so it's gonna be like just like you guys. I'm gonna be asking questions and also wanting to hear how the printing was, what his tips and tricks are to make it better. So I'm excited.
Because this one, I mean, that's something that we will mention a bit later. It's a bit of a tricky one because of a specific technology of the filament. But it's prone to certain issue. So it's not the easiest filament to print, but once it's printed, the results are very great. Technology, exactly.
Technology.
It's you will see a technology, very high-end technology. I'm gonna just reduce a bit the sound of the return.
To the person that says, can I have some help with my order? We technically don't do that, but obviously if the people watching do need a help, you can send us a private message. We'll try to help you, but we are not support. We have nothing to do with support. We can try and help you and see if we can solve that issue for you. So send us a message. But we can't promise anything because that is like completely has nothing to do with us. But you can send us. We can try. We'll try and help you for sure.
We can try. Okay, and let me take this also. So we are good. Hopla. So basically, as I said, we're gonna talk today mostly about light print and some quick setting to make your print a bit lighter and why you would want to make a print lighter. And it will be a good introduction to the stream, the new series of stream that we're gonna do starting next week, if everything goes well. Because for the one that followed the last stream, the last, I don't know, 3 weeks, something like that, we finally finished our project. So now we need to start a new project.
Yes.
It's gonna be a bit shorter, a bit easier, but still, stay tuned. And of course, since it's a talk show live stream, we're gonna run a giveaway at the end of the stream. A bit more detail at the end of the stream, of course.
Yes.
But what you need to remember is that you need to follow us on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's it. Okay.
So before we start, I have a question for you.
Give me.
about the filament. In 3 words, how would you describe the filament?
In 3 words, well, of course, the first one is light. Because it is very light.
You're gonna say light.
Of course. The second word is pretty, because I actually like the texture and the finish that it have.
I mean, it's very interesting to touch. That's why.
And the third one is gonna be a negative one.
What?
It's stringy.
Oh.
It's stringy, and we will see why later. It's part of the difficulties of the thing.
Okay.
It's quite a tricky filament, but once you mastered it, it should be good. Does it foam like some other light PLA? You will see. And yes, there is foam involved.
I want to know a little bit more about that, because what?
That's basically all the technology of the lightweight is in this. But let's not burn the step.
Okay. I'm ready for some.
We have plenty of time.
Some tea.
Exactly. So basically, why do we want to make our print lighter? There is 2 main reasons that I thought about to make, like, that you would want to make your print lighter. The first one, I mean, probably that you guys have plenty of other reasons to work on that. But the first one is to, of course, have a light part. If your design require a gain of weight, for example, of course you would want to work on that. So for example, next week we're gonna work on a plane, on an RC plane.
Yes.
If it want to fly it need to be as light as possible. So that's the most obvious one. The second one is that by working on the setting of your print to reduce the weight of filament, you also reduce the consumption of filament that you do. And so basically you will use less filament for the same part. And that's the first thing that we are going to talk about on how to make a print lighter. The first one, before thinking about filaments or anything, is to basically work on the setting. And just with a couple of tweaks in the setting, you can drastically improve the weight of your part. I need to drink as always, because I feel like I'm gonna yap a lot in this stream.
Yep.
So I will take random break just to sip.
I love the random breaks of you like sipping, because it's like this like 2 seconds of awkward silence. Like
it's just yep. At least I have the headset, so I have a bit of music. For me, it's okay.
For me, it's like.
But yeah,
look.
all of a sudden it stopped, and that's it. So yeah, basically, if you want to have a lighter part, the main one is the most obvious one, is to work on your infill. So some people already know, most of people already know the most basic one, which is the percentage of infill. And so basically it's how much you put filaments inside of your part. The more you put, the stronger it is, but the heavier it is. Could be worse. 2 seconds of slurping the drink. Exactly. And I could also leave the mic on, so that way it would be awful for everybody. But I'm gonna preserve your ears.
Just my ears are. I swear, I wish
now I want to do it every 2 seconds.
I wish you guys could hear it. It's like look.
Now I want to do it every 2 seconds. I want to introduce some just random break like that. And also, can I get a free roll? I ordered a roll of black a couple months ago and got an oily, greasy roll that would adhere to the bed and nearly ruin the printer. The best thing to do is to contact the support, because a greasy and oily roll, I must say that I never saw that. So it's better to contact the support. Do you find that adding walls or lowering infill will be a better trade of weight strength? Yes. Globally, yes. For a very specific reason is that usually adding perimeter have more impact on the strength than adding infill. So it really depends on the design of the part, but it's a general rule is that it's better to have a part with like 4 perimeter and 5% infill rather than 1 perimeter and 50% infill. In general, it depends on the geometry and everything. But that's the first thing that you can do indeed to save a bit of weight and strength and gain still keep the same strength is instead of having too much perimeter, too much infill, you add more perimeter, which are often a bit quicker to print, less filament, and so it's a win-win. To give you an example, usually when I print parts, I am at between 10, I'm often at 10% infill and 3 perimeter. When I want parts that are general, not overly strong parts, and not very conservative and lightweight parts. The second thing is that I'm also going to work on the type of infill that I'm going to use. So by default, on most slicer, now the infill is grid, which is a very bad infill. You shouldn't use this.
We talked about that like 2 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why it's still the default on every slicer, but we put it aside. It's not good. If we want something very strong, we will take something like gyroid or honeycomb. There is different variation, but those are the ones that are giving you the most strength. But the backlash of this kind of infill is that they are a bit longer and they are way more heavy. They are heavier because they use more filaments. They use 99% infill. Makes so much sense. Exactly. 100% infill, nothing is destroyed. Gyroid is my go-to. Yeah, it's usually my go-to when I need a strong part. For Flight Club, use 333 with adaptative 5/8. And that's exactly where I want it to go. Is that the one that I mostly use when I want a quick print and a light print is adaptative cubic, which is I don't know how to describe it, but you should go look on your slicer. It's better than me describing it for forever. But if you use adaptative cubic, which is basically a good compromise between speed and strength, and with 8%, and it will do the job 80% of the time. What infill would you recommend instead of the gyroid? I read that it puts stress on the bed. I know that if you want something strong, but not gyroid, there is some new, Orca Slicer, for example, have a bit more infill. The cross hatch is...
You use Orca Slicer too?
Yeah, I use Orca Slicer for the Elegoo printer. I use too much slicer. I need to regroup one because I use too much slicer. But cross hatch, for example, is a good compromise between speed and strength. It's very similar to gyroid. But that's the first thing. Working on the setting like that, so mostly the perimeter and the infill, will make you find your good ratio between the weight of your part and the strength of your part. Now, for the part that we are actually interested in, the T. So, of course, when you cannot control this anymore when you found your setting and everything. The last thing that you can change is the material itself.
I'm excited.
And the first thing that you can do is to take ABS. No, I'm not going there quite away. Like I'm first gonna talk a bit about ABS to continue teasing you about the lightweight. But basically, if you go look at the charts of every filament, you will see that there is one very important not setting, but characteristic of a filament. It's the density, and that's basically what make all the weight. And for example, the density of so it depends of the kind and everything, but usually we say that the density of ABS is approximately a bit more than 1 gram per centimeter cube. And that means that if you make a little cube of 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, it's gonna weigh around 1 gram, a bit more than that, depending on the filament.
The shit is going over my head.
But basically, what you need to, like, we have entered the realm of physics, exactly.
Yeah, I swear, I'm like,
all you have to remember,
what the hell, but yes.
The number is not really important. What matters is that the lower the number, the lighter the material. So, for example, the normal PLA is around 1.24 gram per centimeter cube. And so if you want something lighter, you take a material that have the smaller number as possible. And right now, ABS is one of the best for that.
So smaller the better.
Exactly.
That's how I understand it. Smaller the better.
But you can also work, for example, PETG and PLA is approximately the same, but PETG is stronger than PLA. So it will allow you to put even less infill than PLA. You can also work with that, etc., etc. Now, I'm finally coming.
I said it's good to know.
Yeah.
Like that sounded sarcastic, but it's actually good to know.
But basically, the density, yeah, just a bit of physics very quickly. As I said, it's measured in gram per centimeter cube. So it's measured in volume, in weight by volume. So for example, the density of water is 1. So that means that if you have like a cube of 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter, you will have 1 metric ton of water, 1,000 kilogram of water. And for PLA, it will be 1,250 kilogram of material, for example. And this one, not this one, this one. This one is interesting because, as we said...
This one or this one?
This one. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So, I will take the camera to show you a bit, because from far away, you cannot really tell. But this is normal PLA, and this is the lightweight.
Wait, this is normal PLA?
Yeah, this is the lightweight.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the normal one, yeah.
Oh.
And so, this one, as I said, is 1.24 gram per centimeter cube. This one is 0.84. I let you do the calculation of percentage, but it's way lighter. It's way lighter, and for now, it's the lightest material that we have. So 0.84 exactly. I'm just gonna check to not say anything.
Last year, let me see.
Yep.
Wow.
To not say anything wrong. I'm just gonna
crazy.
confirm. But it's in the 0.8 realm. Yeah, 0.84. That's a huge saving, exactly. I'm gonna take the camera to show you. And basically, here we've printed the same dinosaur that we always print. And with the exact same setting, I mean setting in same infill and amount of perimeter. Up. Because of course the print setting are not exactly the same.
I do see what you mean with stringing.
Yep.
It does have quite a lot of string as well. It looks like it's more prone to stringing, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the issue with the...
I mean, it makes sense though why it would, you know, in comparison.
But nothing is definitive anyway. We can work around it. Yep.
But that's actually so crazy how when you say lightweight, it's like actually like super lightweight.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of...
Yeah,
like,
you can really feel the...
In my mind, I thought, okay, maybe a little bit lighter than PLA, but it's actually like significantly lighter.
Yeah. And you will see that even for a small print like that, so the normal one is 52 gram, which is already light, 52 gram. But the lightweight is 35. So that gives you a good saving. And just a reminder, this is exactly the same infill. If I recall, it's 15% adaptative cubic with 2 perimeter. And I hope you will, if it can focus.
What are you trying to show?
I'm trying to show the texture of the print.
It's very grainy.
That's the thing. That's what I will try to show.
It's very grainy. Like
it
not
gives
smooth.
It really gives a matte finish. Okay, I cannot, for whatever reason, I cannot focus.
Someone's asking if you can open it.
Open so we see it's not hollow. No, I have a better solution than that.
I think you could open one of these.
I have a better solution than that.
What?
I will show you with a flash.
Oh.
Does it show?
And
this one?
it looks,
it does.
It looks the same though.
That's the principle. It's supposed to be exactly the same.
It looks exactly the same.
I don't know. So this one is the lightweight. You can kind of see the
You
infill.
want me to hold the camera?
Oh, it's going to be okay. The thing is that it doesn't want to focus. And this one, yeah, you can see it's the same infill. I'm not tricking you, don't worry. Just show light. I'm not tricking you. I'm not a scammer.
But yeah, it has a very grainy touch to it. I mean, to be fair, what are you generally using it for? You're using it for like plain parts.
So yeah, the main thing is for plane, yeah. 3D printed RC plane, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna do next week. If you want to know a bit more about it, be there next Tuesday. It's almost like fuzzy skin, sort of. Exactly, because basically, I'm finally coming where the fun is that it's still PLA. You cannot trick science. So PLA should, even if you work on the formula and everything, PLA is PLA. So the weight should be the same. So if it's way lighter than that, it's supposed to be like there is a trick. Are there any color that are marginally lighter or heavier normally? No, because the pigments...
It's just the color, the pigment that they put into the... What do you call these things again? Pellets. So it's like, if you think about like a cake, it's like when you make a red velvet cake. Red velvet cake is actually just chocolate cake with red coloring, you know? It's
not like... the pigments won't add any weight.
Yeah.
Technically it does, but at a microscopic level, you won't be able to measure it at all. Is it squishy? Not at all. No, it's very rigid, just like PLA.
I'm surprised it's not frail. I would have assumed that it would be like really easy to break and like very fragile. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is fragile.
But in comparison, it's this kind of the same as PLA.
Yeah, it is
Like
fragile. It is still more fragile than PLA.
I don't know, it's quite sturdy. I'm not gonna lie.
The
like,
normal PLA.
This is.
Yeah, but it's always the same.
Don't do
It
that.
depends of the setting that you need, basically, that you put. If you put more perimeter, it will be very sturdy. But yeah, I'm finally coming to the point. Basically, what makes it lighter than normal PLA is that it's actually foamy. Meaning, so there is two kinds of foamy filaments. There is the filament that expand and become foamy when you extrude it. And there is this filament that's already foamy on the spool, and when you print it, it stay the same, basically. But basically, the idea is you have a porous filament, a foamy filament, and so by introducing air into your print, you will have a lighter filament. So you're basically adding a bit less PLA. It's a foamy filament. You don't when you print it or when you have the filament in end, you don't really realize it. It's just the texture is a bit rougher. It's a bit like a matte filament, basically. It's very, very light. But that's basically the technology behind it that make it lighter. And I saw some question that I need to answer. What is the porosity permeability of it since it's foam? Or how would it work for something like RC boat that will be sitting in water? So that's a good question, and that basically joined also the one right behind, which is how is the layer adhesion. Basically, it's the same as normal PLA. Even for the porosity and the permeability, when I say it's foamy, you cannot feel the hole, or it's not like expandable, the foam that you put for the insulation. You won't have big bubble. It's very, very tiny. And so basically you won't have any problem of permeability or layer adhesion. It's the same as PLA. But this porosity introduce a big problem rather than PLA, is that it's way more sensitive to humidity for the printing. And that's come to basically the difficulty of this filament. You could maybe see it a bit on camera, is that it's prone to stringing. And usually we say PLA, we don't need to dry it. This one, you need to dry it. You need to dry it. You need to keep it dry. Lucky as having Sunlu AFS heater, you need exactly. If you have an AFS heater, you don't have this kind of issue.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, I won't lie. The stringing is quite noticeable. And
there is a string. So this one was printed on the bamboo, and I didn't do a proper calibration and setting for the bamboo, because everything I'm printing right now with it is on the Prusa, and I have a preset on the Prusa that's almost done. And someone was asking about the different setting than PLA, and yes, there is different setting with it, because basically you want as much as possible to prevent the stringing, which is the big issue with it. And so the main difference is that you're going to print it actually quite low temperature, around 200 degree. It's a bit like, I'm always giving this advice, but it's slow. It's very slow. We are at around 50 millimeter per second. And in order to prevent the stringing, we add setting to reduce to increase the retraction. So meaning every time you change layer or you go to another object, you pull the filaments out of the nozzle way more than what you would usually do. And this is what we usually do to prevent the stringing. And to give you an idea, someone is asking the débit, so the what's the translation? Débit.
I can't know.
The flow, my god. And the one that I'm using, I'm gonna check because I'm not quite sure which one I'm using, but I think I'm at 6 millimeter cube per second. Let me check. Advance 6. The volumetric speed is at 6 millimeter cube per second. That's the one that that's the one that I found on that sits the best with the core one. It's a setting that will be different depending on your printer, depending on your nozzle. For example, I was using a normal nozzle, not high flow nozzle, and it was perfect, no stringing at all. So it will depend. I'm often very conservative on my setting. I'm sure you can push it more, but that's what I have with my very slow like TPU. Yeah, exactly. Does it have to be printed slower than usual filament? Yes. And I would imagine air bubble being squeezed out by back pressure. Yeah, and it's funny because sometimes when you print with it, you can hear some of the bubble, especially if it's not dried properly. But why? So I was talking right before, I was saying basically it's already foamed on the spool, and so when you print, it doesn't change much. And I mentioned that there is another technology that make it foam after you extrude it. The advantage of that is that the spool itself is way less sensitive to humidity. But the disadvantage is that since the filament that you extrude is gonna expand and basically get bigger, it's way harder to fine set your print to get like the right dimension, this kind of thing. So that's why in this case the filament is pre-foam. Is it squishy on the roll before printing? No, it's not squishy. It's like PLA. Honestly, it's like PLA. It's like a matte PLA. You cannot really tell, apart from the texture, when you twist it or when you feel it, you don't feel much difference. It's a bit.
It feels like the marble.
Yeah, it's like the texture is.
If you've ever tried out marble PLA, it feels like that. Well, the outcome, I haven't touched the filament, but like the outcome feels like the marble PLA. Yeah, it's like, apart from the weight, you cannot really tell that it's a foamy filament right away. It feels like a matte PLA. That's a good example. You know, the low weight that I have is rough on the spool. So, I mean, I wish I could make you feel it with your hand, but no. It's again, my comparison is matte filament. It's not rough like. Okay, for example, we can compare it to the carbon fiber filament, like the PA12. Yeah, it's not like that.
This is way rougher.
Yeah, this is grainy.
Yeah,
like if you touch like sand, but like really fine sand. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You know? While the CF is way rougher when you touch. Yeah. Will you make of a material like a PETG lightweight? I don't remember. Anyway, even if I remember, I wouldn't tell you. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. It's a secret. But I cannot disclose anything. And even if I wanted to, I cannot because I don't remember. If you got glow in the dark PLA, yeah, basically it does feel like
but the glow in the dark is very abrasive for the nozzle, and it's not the case for the lightweight PLA.
No?
No, it's same as PLA for the nozzle.
Interesting, though. Interesting.
I mean, filter after prints. It's a bit hard to describe. You need to touch it by yourself. I wanted to say something else, and I don't remember. It was a question, an interesting question in the chat. I don't know if I can find it.
Let's see. I don't see. Also, I wear glasses, so I can't see anything.
I don't know.
No.
Well, anyway.
Anyway.
Maybe it will come back.
What could I print with it? Because you know how my style. What would someone like me print with the? Would you suggest that I use this for?
I mean, it's a bit of a tricky question because if it's just for the aesthetic, for example, what's nice is the texture and even the bit cream color is nice. Now, if you want to really use the functionality of the lightweight for a day-to-day object, I don't know. Make a wine glass holder for bath float. Yeah, but for example, I think Maki said it earlier. He said floaty for the bath, like duck or whatever. Because it's so light that it will. I mean, PLA already float.
Though. It can't be chilling in water.
It can be. It can be. Kids' toys, yeah. You can.
Well, I don't have kids, so
I don't know. But if it's bath toy, for example, you don't keep it in a bath for 2 weeks straight. Usually, the bath is like 1 or 2 hours.
Someone said jewelry. That's actually such a good idea. Like
also,
earrings.
Yeah. I'm leaving this to you. I'm sure you will have way better idea than.
That's
than
such
me.
a good idea. I want to do it now. Actually, that's a really good. Oh, nice ring.
It was in the.
You don't take 2 week baths.
Pretty Sunlu, but I don't. Yeah, I checked earlier. It's not anymore. I don't remember why. They will put it again. And yes, one last thing that I wanted to say, and then we're gonna do the giveaway. An interesting thing is that the spool, because it's so light, the spool of filament or lightweight PLA are actually not 1 kg, but they are 800 gram. But it's still the same quantity of filament. So you will still print the same amount of print as any normal thing. Is because basically you cannot put more than 800 gram on a spool. Because you need, like you would need a bigger spool. And basically you have the same, technically you have the same length of filaments. More volume, exactly, yeah. I said, yeah, it's 800 gram, yeah. I would need to run the calculation to see if it match.
Crazy. Now I really... Do we still have filament left or have you used all of it?
No, I do have some left.
Enough? Or you're going to use it up?
No, I didn't want to be limited when I printed, so I took I think 10 kg. So
wow,
I do have quite a lot.
March. That's great because I'm gonna print exactly what they said in the chat. I'm gonna do a little ducky. I'm gonna test it out, and I'm gonna do jewelry or some type of wearable. And
I need to do the setting on the bamboo for it.
Yeah.
To be easier to print. And yeah, Maki, I will weight the spool directly to know exactly. Because maybe there is a bit more filament to reach the 800 gram. I don't know. I can try to weigh the spool. But yeah, the giveaway.
Let's go.
The giveaway, just to remind you the rules. we will 10 spool, by the way, not 10 kg now, because yeah, it's a bit less, as we just said. Yeah, so to remind you the rule of the giveaway, you need to be follower on Twitch if you participate on Twitch, or you need to be subscriber on YouTube if you participate on YouTube. Now, we introduced this last stream, but we cannot... If you already won in the past 2 months, we're not gonna make you win. We're gonna pick another person.
We wanted to be as fair as possible because we had a feeling that a lot of people that would just keep winning after each other, and we want to make it fair. So, like you mentioned, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. So if you won like last stream, then you're gonna wait 2 months before you can win again. But I think that's good because everyone has a chance to win. Yeah.
It gives a bit more chance
range,
to everybody. So I'm gonna start it now. Basically, what you have to do is you have to enter exclamation points and then the word that I'm gonna give you. And we're gonna continue talking about the giveaway while I start it. So you can enter now. The word is feather, because it's light as a feather. I hope I didn't mess up with the... No, it seemed to be on YouTube and on Twitch.
Don't write fever to the person that wrote fever and foamy.
Basically, the easiest thing is copy-paste. Copy-paste the word that everybody is writing.
Yeah.
And it's working on both, so that's good. Okay. So if you win the giveaway, that's gonna be the first thing. If you win the giveaway, if you're on Twitch, you can contact me directly on Twitch with this account to say, I won. Here is my name, my address, phone number, and email. And then we will send you. If you're on YouTube, you can do the same. Contact us on Twitch. Or if you don't have Twitch, you can contact us on Instagram, Reddit. That's about it. LinkedIn. That's about it. Nobody ever contacts us on LinkedIn, so that's why. I'm not saying it anymore.
I mean, contact us on LinkedIn because it's the easiest way because we have full control of LinkedIn.
Reddit is good too.
Oh yeah, Reddit too, and Twitch.
But we need our your name, address, email, and phone number. Now, I didn't even tell you, but what are you gonna win for the winner? Oh. So it's a bit... Basically, for now, you're gonna... Depending on where you are, it will depend on where you are. But you're probably gonna win because it depends on the stock. That's why. Depend on which country. You will win 2 kg of filament. If you are in Europe, you will be lucky. And if you're in the US, maybe you will be lucky. We don't know. Good luck. But you will win, and no matter what, you will win.
You will win something.
2 kg of filament.
Well, you got
for your next project.
So
we can contact you on Facebook. Ideally, no.
Ideally, no, because we have 0 access to Facebook.
Yeah, that's why we're not streaming on Facebook anymore, because we lost the access, and it's a real pain to have it back. It's complicated, technical issue. But yeah.
No, not out of stock because this is recently released.
Filament. Basically.
That means a lot of it is still on the ships.
Exactly. So that's why I want to give you the price as soon as possible, and some are still on the ship, so it's not in stock yet.
Instagram, we do have access, but
it's a bit of a mess.
It's a bit of a mess only because the other teams have, not the German team, the other team has access to it too. and they are actually the ones that are like talking on the DMs. That was such horrible English. Apologies. They have access to DMs, so we don't. We have to like sift through all of their already replied messages before we can find yours, and that's also difficult because we don't know your Instagram handles.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
and on top of that, the person asking that is on Twitch. Just send a DM on Twitch. It's easier for everybody. And no Discord either. No.
Yeah, fingers crossed that they're not at the danger zone at the moment. The ships.
I don't know. I don't know where they are.
I don't know. Out of my.
You will have your filament. Don't worry. Don't worry. I won't win anyway. Don't say this.
Don't be so negative. Why are you so negative? Be positive. You have to. What do they call it? The people call it nowadays manifestation.
Oh.
Manifest that shit. Think it and it will. Think it and believe it and it will come true. But to be fair, I've never won anything online. Never. I took part. There was a big ass giveaway, 3D giveaway last year, massive one. I tried to win a printer. Yeah. Nobody did. It work out? No. Obviously not, because I'm so sour.
For those that don't know how to send a DM, it's at the top right. It looks like a chat bubble. Exactly. And also, if you even if you don't on Twitch, if you don't manage to DM me, I will DM you. It's just easier if you do it right away with all your information. And second thing, have your DM open, of course, because there is a setting to close them. If it's open, it's better.
What?
But it's even better if you contact us.
Sebastian's like, I won a 3D printer in a giveaway today and a power station last week. Must be nice to be you. Can't relate. For real. Can't relate. Must be nice.
Sebastian, what do you think about visiting the office and giving us some gift on the way?
I swear, please take part of giveaways for me. Obviously, I need your luck in life. For real. Now I'm jealous.
So, 4 minutes.
Man, that's so sad.
There are still some people participating. I'm gonna keep it alive a bit more than this. Do you have any other question on the lightweight PLA? I'm gonna try to answer. I'm gonna try. I'm not sure I can answer everything.
I've got questions because I also don't know. What colors? Black and white?
Just white. For now, there's just white. I wonder how different color would look like.
I would love to see it in
but
a
no,
blue.
it's for now it's just white.
I think it would look so
white
nice in a light blue or like a nice light gray. You know what I mean? Like the grays that we have. Those.
Because it's matte, so it's. Does it mean that the roll is not 1 kg? Yep. The roll is around, it's 800 gram. I don't want to say anything wrong. And for someone asked for the price, and if I remember correctly, without any discounts, it's $25. Let me check very quickly. It depends where you are. Okay, this one is, yes, that's 800 gram. Up. This one is at $29. Depend on the discount and.
Builders Mark asked a question. It's gone now. I cannot see it. It was one up, but it was a really good question.
Wheel changing nozzle. Oh my god, I cannot. Twitch.
Yeah. I think
Why cannot I? The wheel changing nozzle, and then there is a word missing for me. Let me see. It's because it's Twitch. Sorry. Heat. Wheel changing nozzle heat setting. Make it expand more or less depending on the temperature. No, because the filament is pre-expand. That's the... And so basically, the advantage of that is that you don't have to work around how much it change while extruding. So that's the advantage. The temperature won't change this kind of thing. We will talk a bit about some difficulties and tricks that I found next week when we will work on the plane. But for example, I have two nozzles, a normal hardened nozzle and a high flow nozzle. And the normal hardened nozzle work way better than the high flow, way less stringing. I can't really explain why, but yeah. And for whatever reason, I have issue with my normal nozzle now. I made a little oopsie, and we will talk about it next week. Okay, 30 seconds left to participate in the giveaway. No pain with extrusion multiplier for the filament, yeah. No, it's like the extrusion multiplier, basically, you still need to calibrate it depending on your printer. But it's really if you have a bit of under or over extrusion. It's not just like any other filament, basically.
Someone said that's strange. I'm not getting the confirmation to say that I'm
5,
in the giveaway. Are
4,
you writing
3,
it correctly?
2, 1, 0. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna check if you're in the list. Yes, you are. On YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Rob
Okay.
does everything.
Rob
I
does
see.
everything. You're in.
Yeah, I see you here. You're here twice. I can tell you this. Because there is Rob does everything, and then there's the same but with underscore. So I can one on Twitch and one on YouTube.
Ooh.
That's why.
Fingers crossed.
One on Twitch, one on YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the first winner, and I'm gonna check the first if you're already on the list of... No, it doesn't seem like it. I think it's a new person, so that's good.
Let's see. I've never seen that name.
Then,
Also
and this
never seen
one,
that name.
no, indeed. I think that's okay. I don't even have to repick. New
Two
person,
people
a baby,
that are new.
exactly. So, the first one is on YouTube,
Congratulations.
and it's Light User 7352. Well done. So Light User, you need to contact us by any mean.
Any mean except for Facebook, X. That's all.
Basically Instagram, Reddit,
LinkedIn,
and Twitch.
and Twitch.
Even easier. Now, the second one is on YouTube. And the second one is I'm here. Hello. I'm glad you're here. I hope you...
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to
that's-
laugh so loud, but it was like so random.
So yeah, Instagram, Reddit, with all your information. And okay. Okay, no, I'm just trying. I'm always writing the name to be sure that I'm saying it the right way. Okay, yeah, because there is a U, so I'm not quite sure. Anyway, on Twitch, the winner is 3D ODHD. The U is disturbing me.
How do you say that name? Daud?
That's why, because it's not ADHD.
No, wait, it's 3D.
It's ODHD.
Ud. Ud.
AUDHD. Anyway, congratulations, well done.
Congratulations.
I don't know why you was focused on that. Autism ADHD. Yeah, but well, anyway, I don't know why we are stuck on that.
If you didn't win, don't worry.
Congratulations.
Come every 2 weeks.
Autism, ADHD. That's the why. Oh, so yeah, ADHD. Okay.
Yeah. But if you
ODHD.
didn't win, guys,
I was
come
right.
back in 2 weeks. We do every 2 weeks a
Congratulations.
giveaway. I think in 2 weeks, is there another stream with us, or you will be in the US of A?
No, it's us. No. 2 weeks is us.
Never mind. You will see me again in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So, just a little
Manifestation
reminder.
work.
Keep hoping.
Keep manifesting.
Little reminder. If you are ODHD, basically, 3D ODHD, contact me on Twitch. And for light user, ideally on Twitch, otherwise Instagram, LinkedIn, and Reddit. Okay, that's all for us.
That's
so,
it. Let's all go to
next
bed.
time, how to make prints heavy. That could be instead of lightweight, heavyweight filament. We will see this. I don't remember what it is, but it's gonna be another interesting stream. Okay. Well, we wish you a great
night.
evening.
Good night, good day, wherever you are.
See you next week.
See you
Next-
guys in 2 weeks.
No.
I see them in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
you see
them,
them-
next week.
Yeah.
You see me in 2 weeks.
Next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. CET to see the PLA lightweight in action. If you're interested. See you then.
Ciao, guys.
Bye. Bye.